Power season 7, episode 7, Like Father, Like Son. Yeah, I was late on the review. I mean, I got a life. You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do. It was like last episode was crazy. They finally got Tariq back from Vincent, and this episode starts off with a bang because Ghost puts the pistol straight to his mouth and wake him up. Like, wake the fuck up, nigga. Sleepy time over. And he's like, yo, how the fuck can I trust you if you run around dealing with Tommy and you let the door, because Tariq had opened the back door for Tommy to come in, and then Ghost, after he thinks he's scaring him straight, but Tariq ain't falling for it. And he takes him back to the penthouse and he sees all the damage. He's like, yo, you can't be fucking with Tommy. You gotta stop. So Ghost is kind of like delusional because even though he knows this nigga is far gone and they can't baby him anymore, he still thinks that he can, you know, that Tariq's gonna be this good kid. They're gonna take him to a new school and everything's gonna be all handy and dandy again. And that's definitely far removed. So Ghost is like delusional as fuck still. And, Tasha's the realist. She realizes that this is what it is. This is who our son is. So it's kind of like you're seeing two parents. You know, they got different ways of how to raise their son because they don't know what to do. Those is the delusional one, Ghost. He still thinks things can go back the way they were. Tasha's like, nah, this is what it is. And he thinks he's got Tariq scared straight, but he doesn't. Keisha lets Tommy know, like I said, she was gonna do. She's gonna have to. He gotta cut off Tariq. Tariq is no good. Tommy's so attached to this kid, he won't fucking help himself. It's like anybody Tommy gets attached to, and all of the people Tommy attaches himself to, they fucking screw him over. His dad, Tariq, Holly. This is the same fucking thing. And so Keisha's purpose in this whole storyline to me is to try to get Tommy's mind straight. You know, but she wants to get out of the game, and that's a problem. That's a conflict of interest. Tommy ain't getting out of the game, bitch. So you gotta go. And like I say, Lala, I'm happy for Lala for getting on this show, but she's a bad actress. Uh, in the earlier seasons, they hit it because it wasn't exposed as much because she didn't have that much lines. But now you're seeing it, you're like, ugh, God, she's kind of cringing. You know what I'm saying? And he gives her one of his guns for protection. Later on in the episode, you see why it happens. Tariq steals from Tommy again, and his boy 2-Bit and Spanky, they like, yo, who the fuck took this shit? Tariq took it, but they don't know. So Keisha comes in there and she's like, yo, who the fuck took this shit? She's assuming they took it. So her and 2-Bit get into it, and he grabs her by the arm and she flips out. I'ma tell Tommy. I'ma tell Tommy. And they like, man, fuck that shit. So now it's friction with the crew because of, Tariq. So Tariq is still on his bullshit. A couple back episodes where you had Derek, the white guy who works for the campaign and Councilman Tate, his wife Cassandra, I believe her name is Cassandra, bad little, nice little mocha latte, thick chick. Lorenz Tate was fucking her. Councilman Tate was fucking her again, but he caught him this time, and he's like threatening to screw up the whole campaign. So now that's his problem, and Tate wants to see if Ghost can handle this shit. Yeah, and of course, Ghost approaches him in a fucking parking lot, with the gloves on. They make the suspense. They make you think, oh shit, Ghost is gonna kill this white dude. But Ghost instead decides to offer him a business proposal, which is in favor of him and Derek instead of, Tate. So Ghost still isn't really fucking with Tate like that. And then Tariq gets checked by Keisha, which leads Keisha. When Tariq gets checked by Keisha and he tells his parents, hey, I stole from Uncle Tommy, yada, yada, yada. Ghost ends up writing Keisha a big check. And once again, he approaches Keisha almost as if he's going to, do something bad to her. But he just gives her a big check and says, yo, bitch, move to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of Dodge. So now she's got that big check. And despite everything in this episode, they never show you what Keisha does with that check. She still got that insurance. So if everything goes bad, she still got that check from Ghost. Probably voided in 30 or 60 days, so she ain't got too much time to think, but she got that check from Ghost, so keep that in mind. The feds are on Sax's bullshit. They notice all of the leads that he's got on Ghost, or everyone keeps coming up dead. Maria Suarez, Dre got his daughter back, so you lost the leverage on him. Proctor's dead. The Proctor's wife is dead, so it's like they're starting to see the pattern here with Sax. And so Sax is in hot water. in the last episode, Dre had, worked a deal with Ghost that he could, if he participated and helped out, that he would get his daughter back. Tate would write a recommendation to the child services. So he gets his daughter back. They fuck him over by having him take pictures of a photo op with Tate. So now his face is in pictures all over the news. And that fucking backfires. And he's like, yo, man, let these pictures come out after the campaign. And so after the election, so he could probably, get out of Dodge and leave New York. Nah, them pictures is out there. So even though Ghost did him a favor, a return favor, getting him his daughter back, they still got him pretty bad because they got his picture out there, his face is out there. And everyone in the streets is gonna see that shit. So, you know what I mean? Then you got Tommy and his crew go at it. He fires Spanky and 2-Bit because, Keisha was going off. Oh, these niggas, 2-Bit put his hands on me and yada, yada, yada. So, to get back with Tommy, they come up with this plan. We've got to, scare this bitch straight. So, they send somebody over to her shop late at night to scare her straight. And the nigga mentions Ghost while he's attacking her. And that's what makes her think Ghost sent someone out for her. But it wasn't Ghost people, it was Tommy's people. And the same gun that Tommy gave her, she ended up drawing it and she ends up killing this dude. And she freaks out. She don't know what to do. This bitch was gonna call the cops. And Tommy's like, bitch, you can't call the cops. This is New York. Guns is illegal. They gonna ask you where you got that firearm. Like, she has no street smarts whatsoever. As much as she hung out with Tasha, she don't know shit. So, then you got Agent Rodriguez. She's speaking with Proctor, and like I say, Proctor's daughter, Elisa Marie. Because like I say, the feds they're realizing the pattern with Saxe and all these leads to Ghosts and how they end up getting killed. So they're asking Elisa some questions about what did her and Tariq do that night. They went and got hot chocolate, and then Elisa freaks out because she's looking at her bag and she's looking for that unicorn, that unicorn that her mom gave her, and that's where the bug tracker was at. So now they're putting 1 and 2 together that this motherfucker was putting illegal tracking devices on this little girl trying to get Ghosts. So now they got his ass and they end up firing him in this episode, telling him they're going to throw him in jail and disbar him. So he got caught up with that. And at the same time, across town or whatever, he frames Dre once again. Dre's like, yo, I got my daughter back. I don't need to fuck with you no more. And he says, no, hold up. And he throws him the ankle bracelet, the tracking ankle bracelet. So he's still in bed with this motherfucker. Can't do nothing about it. Sax's emotion is just so crazy. He wants to get Ghost so bad. And it's like he doesn't want to accept the fact Ghost didn't kill Angela. He knows it, but he just has a hard on for Ghost for some reason. He just got to get Ghost. And it's like he's going out of your way. You're getting the wrong person. And it's come back to catch him now because now he's fired. But I don't think we're done with him. I think he's going to keep coming back. I don't think you've seen the last of Cooper Saxe. Tommy meets up with Tariq because Tariq wants to confess that he stole from him. And Tommy's like, oh, it's okay, man. You can tell me whatever. Once he finds out, he freaks out. He grabs him and holds him over that fucking rooftop like Nino Brown in New Jack City. And he's scaring him straight. And Tariq is really scared this time. That shit with Ghost and his, earlier, that didn't shake him up. This shit shook him up. I love how the writers, they tease these scenes with Tariq where they know he's the most hated character on the show. They know the fans hate him. We want to see him get smacked around. Some people want to see him die. And they tease you, like last episode with Vincent beating him up with the oranges. People was liking that shit. Like, finally, somebody whooped his ass. Keisha said someone should whoop his ass. Ghost put the pistol to his face, and then Tommy, hanging him from the roof. It's like they're teasing these bits with Tariq. So you're still gonna get that payoff when you finally get to see Tariq get his shit twisted. But I like how they keep teasing the audience with that. Like, they know that's the people that's the most hated person on the show right now. But if ultimately he does, like I said, Tommy was gonna have to do. He's got to cut this kid off because he's just nothing but trouble. And you're beefing with his father anyway. What fucking sense does it make to try to keep a fucking relationship with this nigga? Because he ain't going to choose you over his pops. So he cuts him off. About fucking time, 2-Bit and Spank snatched up Dre because, like I say, they see online the pictures start surfacing, the photo ops with Dre and Tate and Ghost. So they snatched this nigga up and they got him dead to rights. And Tommy's got to go handle something with Jason. Dre is supposed to be meeting with Jason and Ghost because Dre's going to be introduced as, the new connect. But Jason wants nothing to do with that. But meanwhile, they got Dre tied up. but he's got this ankle bracelet that Sax gave him. So the feds are tracking him, so they can't just kill a nigga right there. So the nigga had like 9 lives. You know, Dre done escaped death like 7 times already. And while Spank and Two Bit go off to go do something to see if they could find someone who got keys to a junkyard, the big goofy motherfucker, he falls for the okey doke, and he's like, Dre's like, yo man, like, can I call my daughter? He was like, all right. And Dre gets his fucking hands from underneath the ties and fucking takes his gun and blows his hand. I'm like, come on, like. I was kind of glad they got rid of that big grimace looking motherfucker though. He was too soft to be hard like that. He was too soft. And then, like I say, the whole time that's going on, Dre was supposed to be meeting with Ghost so he could meet Jason. So he's the new distro, and Jason isn't interested in that. Jason realizes Tommy and Ghost move more product together for him when they work together. So he wants them to work together. And if anyone shows up dead, the other one's gonna die. So Jason is once again is continuing this whole thing and why these two niggas are still alive. He keeps on putting them together in situations where they can't kill each other. It's starting to get annoying, and they come up with a plot at the end of the episode where they're gonna have to take him out. It's not gonna be easy because they don't have the numbers, but they gotta take this nigga out because he's putting everything on hold, and nobody ain't trying to be at somebody else's mercy. Tommy surprises Keisha with a new house. I don't know. I don't know what that's all about, but he got that bitch a new house. And at the end, the final, everything everybody was talking about, Tasha sits down with Tariq, and the realist that Tasha is, unlike the Ghost's delusional ass, Tasha breaks down with Tariq, and they got him back into a new school. She tells him, "You go to school, you stay in school. I'm gonna help you, and teach you the game." He had got a brick from Dre earlier in this episode, and she's like, "I'm gonna help you move that." And everyone's like, "How the fuck could a mother help her son do something like that?" And that's the thing about these anti-hero characters. Like, there's justification of all of their decisions. For Tasha, it makes sense because she can help her son. He obviously don't know what he's doing. He gets caught up all the time. The bullshit lie he told to the feds in the whole situation with Sax and with Tommy in the penthouse. He needs to learn the game. And she also realizes he's too far gone. He's too removed from his old life. But from a selfish perspective, Tasha wants to get back her old lifestyle when she was in that penthouse and money was flowing. Because the shit with Ghost is dead. The only reason her and Ghost are in communication is because of the kids. Ghost, she's not getting no money from that divorce. She wants to get back that old lifestyle. So if she could turn Tariq into the new Ghost, she can get back to where she's at. And plus, she told him, "Look, I can protect you. I can make sure you don't get killed or get locked up out here." Because she's an OG trap queen. She know what she's doing. So people like compare it to Naaman on The Wire. Not to compare shows, but Naaman on The Wire was a character. His mother made him go on the corner and get a pack from Bodie and sell dope because his father was a dope boy who was locked up. And she just wanted to get back to the old ways. But the difference between that was Naaman wasn't involved in the streets. He was just a little hood nigga. He didn't want to sell dope. Tariq wants to sell dope and it already is. So I don't know if you could compare it really, but Tariq is already in the streets. So it's not like Tasha just said, "Nigga, go out there and get on the corner." Her son's already on the corner. She's just embracing it and saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna help him out for her own better good and for his good." So she's gonna try to make Tariq Ghost 2.0. And you're gonna eventually see the clash between Tasha and Ghost as parents now, because the whole time they've been beefing as husband and wife, over the Angie thing. Now it's they're beefing as over parents, parents to parent, like how do we raise this boy? And Ghost still thinks he can do it the old school way, and she's like, "Nah, I'm gonna teach this nigga the game." So that's how the episode ends, and I knew something was going on because after it came out, I seen Tasha trending, and I'm like, all right, what the fuck did Tasha do? Because Tasha wasn't really that much in this episode, but yeah, now Tasha is full fledged, and when Ghost finds out that she's behind this nigga, oh my god, that shit's gonna be crazy. So this episode was cool, father like son. I give it 2.5 out of 5. It was a cool episode though. Like I said, the Lala's acting gets on my nerves. Other than that, when they limit her scenes, it's best off. But she won't probably make it 2 more episodes. But that's it, man. I'm out, man. Let me know what y'all think about that.